we're going to start sitting on the mat. If you have a cushion or a blanket to sit on, feel free to use them. Again, the reason, and I've explained this before, but for those of you who haven't heard this explanation before, the reason we usually sit on a cushion or on a blanket while doing this cross-legged pose is so that the hips are a little bit higher than the knees or the feet, and that way the knees are not doing this. Because most of us have very tight hips, which cause the knees to be super high. So by elevating the pelvis, that kind of allows the thighs, the hips, and the knees to open, and that way there's more evenness and more openness going on. Okay, so especially if your knees are doing this today, sit on a blanket, sit on a block, or sit on a cushion and give yourself some space. Now we're gonna stack the shins or the knees above your feet, your hands on your thighs. We're gonna start working on the shoulders and neck as usual. If you wanna close your eyes, close them. I want us to begin to roll the shoulders forward and then up, then roll them back and down. And I know most of you know me, but I'm still gonna introduce myself because I'm always getting new students. I'm Jendar, I'm gonna be your teacher today. Roll the shoulders forward and up, then back and then down. Moving with your breath as gently as you like. We'll find 2 more rounds, 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath here. And then whenever you're ready, we're gonna reverse, rolling the shoulders back and then up, then forward and down for 4 more breaths. Going a little deeper if we can for the last 3. And 1 last breath, roll the shoulders back and come up, then forward and down. And hugging the shoulder blades in, let the sternum open. I want us to interlace the fingers. So we're gonna continue working on the shoulders, but now we're also gonna work on the neck. So interlace your fingers, bring your hands at the base of your skull here. Feel your head pressing gently against your hands pressing gently against your head, letting the triceps and shoulders and armpits and elbows open. We're gonna inhale together. And then as we exhale, bring your chin to your chest. So your neck is rounding a little bit. We're gonna bring the elbows a little closer as you exhale. And then inhale, opening your elbows, your triceps, your armpits, your shoulders, your chest, your throat. And then we'll exhale again, rounding the neck and the upper back. And elbows close together. And inhale, open up again. So I want us to give ourselves 5 more rounds, moving as slowly as gently as we would like to move. And being very, very, very mindful, very aware of those sensations that you're feeling in your body at this time. If you have to move more gently, please move more gently. We'll take 3 more rounds. A little deeper if we're able to. And 1 more time, we'll inhale, open. And we'll exhale, bring the chin in, elbows closing together. And then inhale, come back to neutral and let your hands rest on your thighs. Now, we're gonna switch across the legs and I want us to just hold still for a couple moments. You can keep your eyes open or closed, but I want us to observe the breath. So inhale all the way down to your abdomen, feeling the abdomen, ribs and chest expand. And exhale, feeling your chest, ribs and belly contract. Finding the 3-part inhale, 3-part exhale, and using this breath to help us quiet the mind, beginning for us to find a state of concentration, letting go of any distractions that may get in the way of the practice. And if you like, setting an intention for your class, your practice today, maybe thinking of a word or a mantra or an affirmation that you would like to repeat throughout the practice to make this practice more personal. We'll take 5 more inhales and exhales here. We'll take 3 more breaths. And 1 last breath. And now you can keep your eyes open or closed for this, but we're gonna bring the hands to the shins. We're gonna find a couple rounds of cow cat. So whenever you're ready, inhale, open. Exhale, we round. And if you like finding the Ujjayi breath, imagining you have a mirror, you're breathing onto the mirror, trying to fog the mirror with your breath. So finding this hissing inhale as you open for cow, this hissing exhale as you round your spine and close for cat. Moving for 7 more rounds, as gently or as deeply as you like. I forgot to set my timer, so I'm going to do that to make sure I don't go over time. And we only have 3 rounds left. And one more time, inhale, open. And exhale, around. And inhale, let's arrive in a neutral spine. We'll open the eyes here, and I want us to come to our hands and to our knees for tabletop. We're going to be moving into downward facing dog next. If you'd rather do chair dog, downward facing dog in the chair, please do. But I'm going to do down dog on the earth. So I'm going to stack my shoulders above my wrists, hips above my knees. I'm going to curl my toes, and once you're ready, find your downward facing dog. As soon as you get into your down dog, I want you to find a quick plank pose. So stack the shoulders above your wrists, making sure your hands are neither too far nor too close to your feet. And then come back to down dog and notice how your hamstrings feel. Notice how your back feels. If you're feeling tight, please feel free to bend your knees and allow your spine to continue to lengthen. Your arms are straight, and begin for the next 5 breaths to walk your down dog. Just bending one knee, just bending the other, and rocking your head from side to side and back and forth. We'll take 3 more breaths. And we'll take one last breath here. And now as we hold in down dog, if you are close enough to a wall, bring your heels on the wall. And as your heels are on the wall, just let them press and push against the wall. Try to keep your legs as straight as you can while maintaining the straightness of your spine as well. And keep that even distribution of your weight through arms and hands and legs and feet. Feel your core strong and active. And I want us to move into a 3-legged dog. So inhale, right leg up. And keep your hips squared. If you're able to push your right foot against the wall. And hold for 5. Keep breathing. And hold for 4. And hold for 3. Keep breathing. And hold for 2. And hold for 1. Release right foot back to the earth. Right heel on the wall. Second side. Inhale, left leg up. And again, press your left foot against the wall. Bend your right knee a bit if you have to. And hold for 5. Keep breathing. And 4. And hold for 3. Keep breathing. Keep pushing your leg back. And 2. And hold for 1. And release and come back to down dog. Second time. Inhale, right leg up. 3-legged dog. For 5. Keep breathing. And 4. And 3, keep breathing, and 2, and 1, release, and second side, inhale, left leg up, and press your foot back, for 5, keep breathing, and 4, and 3, keep breathing, and 2, and 1, release, and going back to down dog, we're gonna look forward and walk the feet as we find a half forward bend. So if you have blocks, place your blocks underneath your hands, otherwise bring your hands on the chair. Since most of us do have chairs at home, we'll begin in a half forward bend. Stack shoulders above wrists, sit bones above your heels. Bend your knees a bit if you have to, and lengthen spine. Holding for 5, keep breathing. And 4, and 3, keep breathing. And 2, and holding for 1. You can stay up here, or if you're able to go deeper, walk your hands lower on your chair. Keep lengthening your spine, heels down, and hold for 5, keep breathing. And 4, and 3, keep breathing, and 2, and hold for 1. You can stay here, walk your hands lower, lengthen your spine, press your heels down, and hold for 5, keep breathing, and 4, and 3, keep breathing, and 2, and 1. Now you can move your blocks or your chair away for a full standing forward bend, feet apart, hips width, or a little wider. Let your whole upper body hang. You can clasp your elbows. We'll ragdoll, moving side to side. Rocking back and forth, moving with the Ujjayi breath, and switching the cross of the arms, rocking side to side, rocking back and forth. 2 more breaths, and 1 last breath. And as we hold still, just let your arms hang. We're going to move back to downward facing dog. So bend your knees enough so that your hands connect to the mat. Bend your knees, walk your feet back, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana if you like. Walking your heels to the wall so that your heels are in contact to the wall or door if you're against the door. And distribute the weight of your body evenly again through your arms and hands and legs and feet. From here, I want us to move into a plank pose. So as we inhale, we're gonna stack the shoulders above the wrist for a plank pose. You can do a full plank, or if you'd rather, bring your knees down for a half plank, yogi's choice. Whether you are in the half or full plank, keep your thighs engaged, navel in. Make sure your pelvis isn't collapsing. A lot of times our pelvis collapses and we don't even realize that, so make sure it's not. And arms are straight, shoulders away from your ears. And go ahead and hold here for 5 and 4, keep breathing, and 3 and 2, keep breathing, and 1, and inhale, come back to downward facing dog. If you like, heels against the wall. Holding in down dog for 5, keep breathing, and 4, and 3, keep breathing, and 2, and 1. Let's repeat again a second time. Plank pose or half plank. Stack shoulders above wrists. Again, thighs engaged, navel in, and hold for 5, and 4, keep breathing, and 3, and 2, keep breathing, and 1, and inhale. Back to down dog. Again, you can press your heels against the wall, lift your pelvis, and hold for 5, keep breathing, and 4, and 3, keep breathing, and 2, and 1. One more time. Inhale, shoulders above wrist, half or full plank, yogi's choice, pelvis neutral, core engaged for 5, and 4, keep breathing, and 3, and 2, keep breathing, and 1. Now, if your knees are not on the floor, drop them down, bring your pelvis back, big toes touch, knees, hips width or wider, and let us rest in child's pose. You can always bring a blanket between your calves and sit bones. You can always bring a block underneath your forehead or your hands together underneath your forehead. Relax your elbows and relax your neck and shoulders for child's pose. Now we're going to inhale through the nostrils. Long, deep exhale to the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. For 3 more breaths. And one more time, inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through your mouth. And closing your mouth. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. Then on the next inhale, reach your arms forward, arms straight. And move your block and blankets out of the way. We're going to come back to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. From down dog, inhale, right leg up, 3-legged dog. You can press your right foot against the wall. And then as you exhale, looking forward, we'll step the right foot to the top of the mat. Now bring your chair closer. We're going to keep bending the front leg here. We're going to be moving into warrior 2. Okay, so I want us first to bring the hands on the hips here. We're going to step the left foot to the left a little bit. So I'm going to face you so that you can see. Step your left foot to the left a bit, and we're going to turn the left toes out, okay? So now the back foot is going to be in an 80-degree angle. You're bending your front knee in a 90-degree angle, and you're distributing the weight of your body evenly through your front and through your back leg. Your ribs are lifting upward, finding a neutral pelvis. If you feel your glutes sticking out, bring your tailbone down a little bit, and bring your navel up, engaging your belly muscles. And as we bend the front knee in a 90-degree angle, as the back leg is straight, pressing the heel down and lifting the left thigh up, we're going to find warrior 2. So open your arms. Arms are straight. Relax your shoulders. Palms facing down, looking towards your right fingertips. We're going to hold here for 5. Keep breathing. And 4. We're going to hold here for 3. Keep breathing. And 2. We're going to hold here for 1. Now, from this warrior 2, I want us to move into Trikonasana, which is a triangle pose. I want us to straighten the right leg. And feel your right thigh lifting up, your left thigh lifting up, still distributing the weight of your body through your front and back leg. Now, with your arms straight open, similar to the warrior 2 arms, we're going to inhale here. As we exhale, reach your right arm towards the front of your mat. And as you reach your right arm as far forward as you can, feel the sides of your upper body, your ribs lifting up. Nice side body stretch. And then bring your hand either on your chair or on your thigh or on your shin, okay? So right hand on the chair, shin or thigh, and then open the left arm above your shoulder. Now it's not a competition about how low your hand goes because we want to keep the sternum open, the chest open, the belly open. So bring your left arm above your shoulder. You can look to the left wall or turn your gaze up towards your fingertips and hold here for 5, keep breathing, and 4, and holding here for 3, keep breathing, and 2, and holding here for 1. Now we're gonna inhale, come out the same way we came in, so reach your right arm forward and come all the way back to standing, and rest your hands for a moment on your hips. Now I want us to move next into a standing balance, Halfmoon Pose, which we've done before. So if you don't remember Halfmoon, you can just go ahead and watch me do it and then join me once you're ready. So for Halfmoon, I'm gonna bend my front leg again, similar to Warrior 2. I'm gonna inhale, open my arms, turning my gaze to the right. I'm gonna inhale here. And like in the Trikonasana triangle, I'm gonna reach my right arm to the top of the mat as far as I can. Feel that nice side body stretch. And then I'm gonna bring my hand to my chair. Left hand on the hip. I'm actually gonna push my chair forward. Maybe you're using a block here, use the block. I'm gonna balance on my right leg. So I'm gonna start slowly lifting the left leg up, no higher than my hip. As for my standing leg, if you have to, keep your standing leg slightly bending. Otherwise, keep it straight without locking your knee. I'm gonna begin to open my belly, my chest, my hips, bringing my gaze to the left wall. I can even open my left arm above my shoulder and try to bring my gaze up to the fingers. Keeping my left foot really straight and active as if I was pressing the left foot against the wall. Foot is flexed. Holding for 5, keep breathing. And holding for 4. Holding for 3, keep breathing. And 2. And holding for 1. Very quietly we'll come out of this Halfmoon. So we'll bend the front knee, gaze towards the chair, step the left foot back, going back to the Warrior 2, and then we'll straighten the right leg and release your hands to your hips. Now we're gonna bring the hands to the earth or either a down dog on the floor, or you can bring your hands to the chair and do a chair dog. So I'm gonna bring my hands to the floor. I'm gonna step my right foot back. And let's give ourselves 5 breaths in down dog. If you like, you can hold still in down dog, or you can walk it out. If you like, you can also rest in child's pose, taking a little break before we find the second side. We'll take 3 more inhales and exhales here. And we'll take just 1 last breath. Now, if you're close enough to the wall, bring your heels against the wall and then inhale left leg up, 3-legged dog, pressing your left foot against the wall. And then as you exhale, look forward, step your left foot to the top of your mat, and then bring your hands to the hips. We're gonna be preparing to do what we just did on the first side, now on the second side. So you may wanna bring your chair a little closer. I'm gonna turn my right toes out, somewhere between 70 to 80 degree angle. I'm distributing the weight of my body through my front and back legs. So my front leg is bending in a 90 degree angle, my back leg is straight, lifting the back thigh up, lifting my ribs up. Warrior 2, I'm gonna open my arms straight, parallel to the floor, looking to my left side. And keep finding your breath for 5. Keep breathing for 4 and 3. Keep breathing for 2 and then 1. Now coming out of the Warrior 2, we're gonna straighten the left leg and we're gonna work towards the Trikonasana, standing triangle pose. So I'm gonna inhale here, lifting my ribs, open my chest. And as I exhale, I'm gonna reach my left arm as far to the left as I can. Feel that nice side body stretch. And then eventually I bring my left hand either on the seat of the chair or my shin or my thigh. But again, you don't have to touch the floor. A lot of times by doing that, we end up collapsing. We wanna open the chest, the belly, the heart. Now, as you turn and open, imagining you have a wall behind your back. You're welcome to reach the right arm straight up above your shoulder. You can look up to the ceiling or keep your gaze on the wall. Find the Ujjayi breath. We'll hold here for 5, keep breathing. And 4, we'll hold here for 3, keep breathing. And 2, we'll hold here for 1. And then the same way we came out, we reach the left arm forward And then come all the way back to standing. And rest your hands for a moment back on your hips. So now from here, we're gonna be transitioning into the standing balance, the same half moon pose that we did on the first side. You can watch me again, or if you're ready to join me since we did it already, go ahead. So we'll start by bending the front knee, moving into a quick warrior two. I'll open my arms, and then I'll inhale, looking at the left side. Exhale, with your left arm as far forward as I can. Again, feeling that nice side body stretch. Left hand on the chair. I can always move the chair slightly forward. But for now, you need to keep your right hand on your hip. Now, we're gonna begin to transition by bringing the weight of my right leg to my left leg, which is gonna become my standing leg. I can keep my standing leg bending, or I can draw my left leg up, straightening the left leg without locking the knee. Right leg really straight, as if I was pressing my right foot against the wall. And I can keep my right hand on my hip, or I can open my right arm straight up above the shoulder, looking down at the chair, looking at the wall, or looking higher to the fingertips. For 5, keep breathing. For 4, keep breathing. For 3, and 2, and 1. Bring your right hand back to your hip, look down at the chair, bend your front knee, step back into the warrior two. And then inhale, straighten to your left leg, and rest your hands back on your hips. So we're gonna move again into another down dog on the floor or chair dog. So bring your hands to the chair or bring your hands to the earth. And back to down dog for 5 breaths. If you'd rather rest in child's pose, rest. If you wanna walk your dog, go ahead and walk your dog. We'll take 3 more breaths here. And 1 last breath. I wanted to try that sequence a second time. We're gonna hold poses a little bit, not quite as long as the first time, but I want us to go through the warrior two, triangle, and half moon pose a second time on each side. So from down dog, inhale, right leg up, 3-legged dog, press your right foot against the wall. And exhale, step the right foot forward. And bring your hands to your hips. We'll turn the left toes to the left, opening the hips to the left side. And the front knee is bending in the 90-degree angle. Distributing the weight of your body evenly. We'll open the arms, looking to the right, shoulders relax. We'll hold here for 3, keep breathing. And 2, we'll hold here for 1. Trikonasana, standing triangle, we'll straighten the right leg. Exhale, hold. And inhale. And exhale, reach your right arm as far to the right as you can for a side body stretch. Exhale, right hand to the chair, shin or thigh. And left arm opens up, looking down on the floor, wall or upward. For 3, keep breathing. And 2, and then 1. Now rest your left hand on your hip and inhale, come all the way back. And we'll bend the front knee for warrior two in preparation for half moon pose. So inhale, exhale, reach your right arm forward again. Bring your right hand to the chair, left hand on the hip. You can push your chair forward, balancing on the right leg, looking down or at the wall or up, and left arm opening up. For 3, keep breathing. And 2, and 1. And bring your left hand to your hip and your front knee. Step your left foot back to warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Release hands on the hips. Either chair dog or another down dog. Bring your hands to the floor. And we'll hold here for 3 breaths in down dog or in a quick child's pose. Now let's take 1 last breath. And we'll find the second set. So again, if you want to press your heels against the wall, do so. Inhale, left leg up, press your left foot against the wall. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Come up, hands to the hips. Let's prepare for warrior two. Open your right toes to the right, somewhere between 80 to 70-degree angle. Left knee bends. Open your arms, feet out of Shavasana 2. Turning your gaze to the left. Holding for 5, keep breathing. 3, keep breathing. And 2, then holding for 1. Trikonasana triangle, straighten your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, reach your left arm forward, hand to the chair, shin or thigh. And right arm can open up, looking forward, down or up to the ceiling for 3, keep breathing. And 2, And then one. Go ahead and release your right hand to your hip. Inhale, come all the way up. And bend your front knee. Preparation for that half moon pose. This is going to be your last standing balance today. Opening both arms, look into your left, inhale. Exhale, reach your left arm as far to the left as you can. Left hand to the chair. You can always move your chair forward, right hand on the hip for now. And balance on your left leg. Right leg straight up behind your hip. Right foot flex. If you need to, bend your standing leg. Look down or to the wall or up. And if you like, open your right arm up to the ceiling for 3. Keep breathing. And 2. And 1. Release. And bend your front knee quietly. Step back to warrior 2. And then straighten your left leg. Release your hands to your hips. We'll find one more down dog here. Chair dog if you like. Or down dog on the floor. Take 3 breaths here in down dog. Take one last breath here. And quietly bring your knees down to the earth. We'll rest in another child's pose. Big toes touch, knees, hips width or wider. If you like, place a blanket between your sit bones and calves and heels. If you have a block, place a block underneath your forehead or interlace your fingers and rest your head on your hands. We'll take 10 breaths here as we start to cool off. We're going to inhale through the nostrils, exhale through the mouth, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. For 3 more breaths. And one more time, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, and closing the mouth, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose, for 4 more breaths. And one last breath here. And we'll inhale, reach the arms forward, come to your hands and knees, and go ahead and move your blocks out of the way. So we've done plenty of forward bending. I want us to finish with a back bend and some gentle twisting. Let's go ahead and do some bridge pose. So we're going to go ahead and lie on our backs. If you haven't done bridge pose with me before, you may want to watch first, and then you can go ahead and join us whenever you're ready. So we're going to lie on our backs, and we're going to keep the feet flat on the earth. Feet are aligned to the knees. The mistake that a lot of times we make and we don't realize is that our heels are way too far, which makes our bridge pose way harder than it needs to be. So make sure that your heels are in alignment to your knees so that way you're supported. Now, you want to be away from the wall and keep your arms by your sides. And the reason I want us to be away from the wall is because as we come up, we're going to bring the arms up as well, okay? So as you press your arms, your hands, your feet on the earth, engage your thighs, glutes, and belly muscles. We're going to inhale, bring the thighs, belly, abdomen, chest up. As you bring your arms up as well, arms behind your shoulders, opening your armpits and triceps. And then as we exhale, your arms come down simultaneously as your spine and pelvis comes down as well, okay? So again, we'll inhale, bring the thighs, pelvis, belly, chest, arms up for the bridge. And then whenever you're ready, slowly exhale, very mindfully come down to the mat. I want us to move on our own just for a couple more breaths, finding your own pace here. Inhale as you come up into your bridge, exhale as you come out. Let's find 3 more rounds. And 1 more round. So inhale, open, and I want us to stay there. So inhale, find your bridge, arms above your shoulders, palms, forearms, triceps facing up. And as we hold in this bridge pose again, make sure that you're not letting your thighs collapse. Find a small tuck to your tailbone. As you hold on your bridge, bring your arms to your sides, palms down. You can either hold onto the sides of your mat or tuck your shoulder blades in, letting your sternum open, shin neutral, throat open. You can even try to bring your hands side to side or try interlacing your fingers. Find the Ujjayi breath and hold here for 5, keep breathing, and 4, and 3, keep breathing, and 2, and then 1. We'll untuck the shoulder blades, opening your arms, and then slowly round your spine, not round your spine, sorry, just roll your spine down 1 vertebra at a time. And let your body rest on the ground. Beautiful. Now, I want us to take a couple breaths here before a twist, before we finish in Shavasana. So walk your feet a little wider than your hips, maybe somewhere mat distance apart, and let your thighs and knees rest on to one another. If you have to bring your knees, your feet a little closer or wider, go ahead, but let your thighs and knees rest on one another if possible. And just let your palms and forearms turn to face up like Shavasana arms. Close your eyes, and then we'll inhale together and exhale through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. For 3 more breaths. And 1 more time, inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through your mouth, and closing your mouth, inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose. We'll take 4 more breaths here. And 2 more breaths. And 1 last breath. Now bring your knees apart. So your feet and your knees are going to be a tiny bit wider than your hips, but not quite as wide as your mat. I'm going to move further away from my bookshelf. And I want us to open our arms straight by our sides. So our arms are open. They're aligned to one another, palm, forearms, triceps facing up. We're going to inhale together. And as we exhale, let your legs fall to your right. And your legs are apart, so your legs won't be stacked as you let them fall to the right. Feeling the nice twist and the nice stretch on your spine. Looking upward or turn your head to the left side, opposite from your legs. And then we'll inhale, come back to the center. And then we'll exhale, release the legs to the left, looking up at the ceiling, or turn your head away over to the right. We'll do a couple rounds. Inhale, bring your knees up, knees up. Then exhale, release your legs to the right and turn your head over to the left as you exhale. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, legs to the left, gaze to the right. And inhale, come back to the center. 1 more time. Exhale, legs to the right. And bring your gaze to the left. And let's hold in this twist for the count of 5. Keep breathing. And 4. And 3. Keep breathing. And 2. And then 1. Inhale, come back to the center. Gaze up. And exhale, release legs to the left. And if you like, turn your head over to the right. Find your breath for 5. And 4, keep breathing. And 3. And 2, keep breathing. And 1. And then we'll inhale, bring the knees to the center, and Apanasana, knees to chest pose. Hands or arms around the legs. Just gently massage your back, side to side, back and forth. Side to side, and back and forth, just for 1 more breath. And once you're ready, let's move to corpse pose Shavasana. So whatever props you like, maybe a blanket or a pillow for your head. Maybe you have like a towel or a nice pillow, cover your eyes. You can keep your legs bending if that feels better on your back, or extend your legs on the floor. Maybe you can place your legs on the chair for legs on chair pose. But allow your whole body to feel supported by any props that you may be using, by your mat, by the ground. Your arms open to the sides, palms, forearms facing up. If you feel more comfortable with your eyes open, find a spot on the ceiling to focus on. If you're comfortable with your eyes closed, go ahead and close your eyes. Slowing down your breath, coming back to, again, your natural inhales and your natural exhales. And observing the rise and the fall of the abdomen, ribs, and chest as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Letting your body and your mind quiet down, and just using this time for a short meditation Coming back to your intention if you have an intention. And just give yourselves a couple more breaths here. So let's hold here in silence with your breath. I want us to give ourselves 12 more breaths here. Very slowly, very gently, without no rush at all, just whenever you feel ready. I invite you to begin to bring movement back to your body. You can start by gently moving your toes and your ankles, your feet. Moving your hands, your wrists, and your fingers. Moving your ankles and wrists to the other direction. Moving your shoulders gently up and down. Moving your head gently from side to side. Giving yourself a deep and full body stretch as you point your toes and as you flex your feet. Rolling to either your right or left side of your mat for a fetal position. So roll to your side. Rest in a fetal pose, resting your head on your arm. Just take it a moment to thank yourself for showing up to the mat this afternoon. Thanking your intention for making this practice your own. And thank you so much for letting me teach you. As always, it's been my honor. Whenever you're ready, let's sit up in Sukhasana. So go ahead and join me in the seated pose where we started. So we'll finish where we started in Sukhasana, easy seat pose. We'll cross the legs, we'll lengthen the spine. We'll feel the heart open, the throat open. We'll bring the hands together and the heart seal, thumbs to the sternum to the thumbs. We'll finish by chanting one simple You can listen, or if you would like to join me for the let us breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in together. Inhale, hands from the heart to the third eye, the forehead. We'll exhale, bowing in reverence, gratitude, and humility. Repeating after me if you like. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, you can always feel free to unmute yourself and talk to me for a little bit. You can always send me a quick chat but I'll stick around for a little bit. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Okay, thank you.